Tensions are rising in election 2016. Bernie Sanders is refusing to apologize after threats were sent to the chair of the Nevada Democratic Caucus, supposedly by one of his supporters. And Hillary Clinton is slamming Donald Trump from his position on guns. This as Trump leads Clinton in another national poll this week. Here to break it down for us is Rick Mullaney from JU's Public Policy Institute. Rick, welcome. I want to start with this polling. ABC overnight. Fox News, Rasmussen all have Trump at, I think, for the first time this year. Hillary leading in a CBS New York Times poll.
That's correct.
So it's close, but Trump is gaining a lot of ground than what we've seen in recent months.
Well, first of all, polls this time don't mean a whole lot in May. But let me say this. Donald Trump is benefiting from the fact that he is the presumptive nominee, and he's been able to get some people to coalesce around him, the Republican Party. He's still working on that. Hillary Clinton is being hurt by the fact that she's fighting a two-front war. She's fighting Donald Trump, but she's also fighting with Bernie Sanders. And she has yet been able to turn to the general and to get the Democrats to coalesce around her. So the current polling shows this to be very, very competitive. So those Democrats who thought this would be a cakewalk, much more competitive race.
All the talk 6 weeks ago was contested convention for the Republicans. Then we see this outbreak in Nevada with all the Sanders supporters. Barbara Boxer, senator from California, is it
yes.
Senator or Congresswoman?
Senator.
Yeah, she was saying she felt intimidated. I saw the headline. Is this going to continue to be a problem for the Democrats here for the next weeks leading up to the convention?
The divide is a serious problem for them, but it highlights what an extraordinary year this is. Who would have thought a few weeks ago, when we were looking towards a contested convention on the Republican side and the deeply fractured Republican Party, that that would be put aside, and now you're focusing on the Democratic divide. And the Democratic divide is pretty significant. It's ideological, because Bernie Sanders is more to the left on lots of issues, everything from health care to trade, you name it. But there's also something else, Scott, and that is frustration with the Sanders campaign and supporters regarding how they've been treated.
I've seen Donald Trump go after that in saying, hey, I think Bernie should run third party. I think his supporters will go over to me. At the same time, the Clinton camp is saying, look, when we settle this all down, they'll come back to the fold. How do you see that ending?
In the end, I do think they come back to the fold. In the end, I see the Democratic Party uniting, but it is a problem. The Sanders campaign feels that they have been mistreated from the debates, and that the system has been rigged, as they say, that it has not been a level playing field. And Bernie Sanders has pledged that even after June 7th in California, when Hillary Clinton will get the number of delegates she needs to be the nominee, he's going to fight on to Philadelphia, which is July 25th. During that 7-week period, it creates that problem for the Democratic Party of not being able to turn to the general, not being able to coalesce. That's advantaged Donald Trump.
Few issue things coming up between Clinton and Trump. Hillary Clinton hitting Donald Trump on his endorsement by the NRA, some of the things he said about guns, as well as we have a new poll out of Florida that shows Trump is still underwater with women. These things going to play a role for Mr. Trump going into the general?
Both will. Donald Trump's problems with women will continue, and that's a big, big issue for him. That's a problem in Florida. That's a problem nationally. On guns, this is more traditional, a Republican and Democratic divide on the issue of guns. Interestingly enough, on other issues, Donald Trump will actually be to the left of Hillary Clinton, such as trade, such as foreign policy. But guns is one where Donald Trump will be to the right, Hillary Clinton to the left.
Rick Mullaney, thank you for your time. Thanks for stopping by. This is getting interesting, and I'm sure we'll be talking a lot more about it. Thank you, Rick. Track the latest election happenings in 2016. Go to the politics page of newsforjax.com.